our last weekend in lockdown. So yeah, lots of things to share. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ellen Woodbridge. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. So I'm here to make cards and other paper crafting projects with you. And I happen to sell all the products that I use unless I state here in Australia. So if you're in other markets, I'm more than happy to point you in the right direction to find someone, but if you're in Australia, I would love to help you. Today, I'm in a bit of a quandary. I have my baby who is turning 16 tomorrow. Haven't made them a birthday card yet. Hey everyone, how are you? Which is why I posted a question mark, because I really didn't know what I was doing. So I had some suggestions. Apparently Louisa is here to give us some suggestions. Hello, Missy. You going to come up and say hello? There you go. Say hello to everyone. Yes, I know you want to lick my face. I know. Come on, down you hop. There you go. There you go. Hello, Miss Helen. Hello, Beth. Louisa just wanted to come and say hello to you all, so I thought I would indulge her. So I went through some of my products, and I think I have an idea formulated, but I've grabbed out a whole lot of different things to see where this takes us. So we're only making one card. I haven't shut my door yet. Today is the perfect day to card make. It is wet, dreary and cold here on the Central Coast. Yes, we are out of lockdown to a point. I'm still not allowed to leave Greater Sydney, but I can go to Sydney. I can go out of my local government area, which is a bit exciting. And I have my mum in my house for the first time in well over 3 months yesterday. So it was really, really nice to properly see my mum, which was very, very nice. So who has joined us today? Lots of people popping in. We have Margine. Hello. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Bev and Bev. Hello, Helen. Hello, Renee. Yes, she is a sweet doggy. We'll keep her. We will keep her. So, as I said, I've grabbed out a whole heap of products and I've put them here. Yeah, I think I'm not surprised it's the same in Canberra. It's also the same north. Okay, let's make sure, because I was a few minutes late because I realised I took off my mat that was getting inky and yucky, and I forgot to put a new one down, so I picked up I just have a plastic not heat resistant, but one that I can cut on mat over it. I picked it up and I went, oh! So yes, that's kind of been where we're at. So yeah, and I think my husband is laughing at me. Hello, Miss Deb. Congratulations, Miss Deb. Very exciting times happening on your side of the country. Okay, so my laptop is all up and running, so I can look at everyone's comments from both YouTube and Facebook, because I'm live on both. So let's flick us around and see where this 16-year-old birthday card goes. And I do have some papers picked out as well, but I'll go through all of them and workshop currently where my brain's going and see if you have any ideas as well. So tell me how your weekend was. I finished designing my class for this coming weekend. I do have to pop to the post office today and get a card pack in the mail for one of the girls who can't attend in person because she can't get into, she's not classed as Greater Sydney, so she can't come and play in person. So that's okay. I'm doing a hybrid Zoom, and do you know what I realised? I even got down the wrong grid paper, but do you know what? We'll go old school, original Stampin' Up! Grid paper. I only just realised that. Oh well, I was in such a rush, I grabbed what I could. So let me close the door so the rest of the family can talk and get lunch and do all those things, and we'll get going. Now, I know a number of you are expecting some unboxing videos from me. I am still waiting on orders. Yesterday, I received a huge box of nothing exciting, of all consumables and cardstock and some stuff for Ivy's Christmas and things like that. So I'm not unboxing that because that's got no new products in it. But I'm still waiting for the new Hello Santa tag kit, no, Love Santa tag kit, and I'm still waiting for a brand new suite that is launching next month. So I am waiting for things, and as soon as I get them, I will unbox them, and then in subsequent videos and subsequent months, I will use them and share them with you. Hello, Miss Cindy. Are you busy creating for your blog? Oh, you've got a blog hop. How exciting, Bev. How exciting. Hey, Chris. Holidaying in beautiful Tasmania. That is probably one of the safest places in Australia. I was talking to some Tasmanians during World Card Making Day, and they were saying that they are totally free as a bird, which is great. So I have Mr. Linda, who I don't think has arrived yet. She messaged me and suggested we can use the Sailing Home stamp set. Now, I'm not sure about that. Whilst look, the set sail in directions of your dreams is great for a 16-year-old. I'm not sure about the motifs for this particular 16-year-old, my boy. Oh, Helen, shh. We're not friends. I'm sorry, you're excommunicated team member if you've got it and I don't. My package has been in Sydney for a number of days. So, yes. But anyway, or should I say packages, because I'm waiting on two separate packages. Two separate ones. But that's okay. And I did grab out Tasteful Touches because I liked the good things are better with you as a sentiment, because things are more fun when I do them with my kids. Even watching telly last night, Lavender and I were watching telly, and we watched Celebrity MasterChef, which I'm enjoying immensely. I know all of the celebrities except for the soccer dude and the AFL dude. And that's it. Hello, Mr. Linda. I spoke about you and you arrived. Look at that. Hey, Linda. Which set, Cindy, which set am I selling you on this evening? Tell me and I'll try my hardest. And then I started watching something else, and Lavender was still sing with me on the lounge, and I said, "You just enjoying hanging out with your mum?" And Lavender went, "Yes." And I went, "Okay, you stay there." And then we were having some fun conversations. I know, just like magic, Cheryl. And I grabbed out Happiest of Birthdays because I do love the It's Your Day, Enjoy It. So if you have a look, the It's Your Day is like in a text font where they've written really quickly and you can see the texter strokes. I don't know if you call them texters in other countries, but we call them Texter here. I know Texter is a brand, but we call all thick markers Texters, just for some context. Hello, Lisa. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. I did hear over the weekend there was Thanksgiving for you guys over there. So happy Thanksgiving. Ah, the one with the lighthouse. If you have a look at my blog, Cindy, I have done so much with this stamp set. I actually really like it. It's just like, this is a great stamp set for David because he loves the ocean, loves lighthouses, stuff like that. So this is very much a David stamp set. But for me, I wouldn't use it for everyone who's not into sea things, but that sentiment is great for a teenager because I have all these dreams and it's just a nice little affirmation, set sail in the direction of your dreams, going, you fight for those dreams, and then the good things are better with you is always a nice one for your kids. And the it's your day, enjoy it. I just like it as a simple sentiment. Okay. Oh, you use this one all the time. Hello, Miss Lorraine. Yes, you can see it's a practical set to have. So, they're my 3 stamp sets. Now, can everyone please remember they are right in front of my face because I will look for them and not be able to find them. Okay, I have grabbed out some sentiment sets. The first and most important one being Playful Alphabet. Because if I want to personalise this card with either a name or a number, this is my go-to set. I always love having either an alphabet stamp set or alphabet dies and number dies in my stash. Ever so useful. And if you ever want to do a word that isn't in a stamp, you can create it here. Amazing, love it. I grabbed out stitch rectangles because, come on, stitch rectangles, you can put a number on stitch rectangles, you can put the name on stitch rectangles, so I just grabbed it out because it's a pretty good go-to. Same with the frames. I just thought maybe I could put a 16 in one of these, not necessarily a name. Owen and those dies are a bit too big, but I was thinking maybe these 2 for numbers. I don't know. You can kind of see where I could be going with this. Now, what is the other one I've got? Oh, I just grabbed out the smooth sailing because I grabbed out the stamp set. So I just grabbed that out just in case. I really don't think I'll use it, but it's out in case I need it. Okay, stitched triangles. Flicking through my dies is where everything started to get moving. Like my brain really started percolating. These are great basic shapes. It was actually this one that got me started. So this is just a cutout and it creates a texture on the card. But then it got me thinking about these particular shapes and how they can, and all of the triangles, how they can nest in together. And I did grab out the Bloom Where You're Planted stamp set paper for two specific reasons. For this brick and for this wood grain, just in case. Okay, Owen isn't particularly a planty person, but I knew it had some great basic patterns in it. The other one, he is a blue boy. He loves blue. He also loves lots of horrible games that I am not going to specialise for a card. But I also grabbed out In Good Taste. Now, this is a double paper pack. So when you get it, you get like 48 sheets of paper or something ridiculous like that. It may be 24, but you know, you get heaps and oodles of paper. Lisa, my magnetic sheets are art bin sheets. And what they're designed to go in is this art bin container. Unfortunately, for the amount of dies that I had and the amount of times I flicked through them, the art bin container wasn't working for me. And then me and my girlfriend Jamie, we formulated the homemade and bespoke holders that they live in. Do you have the ombre DSP? I do have the ombre DSP, but it's glitter. Delinda, I will get there. But I was thinking I had heaps of awesome basic blue, like masculine-y texture backgrounds here, and then I could just use his name. And no, not that one. Definitely not the Rococo Rose one, which is now just deemed as pink. I thought I had plenty. Oh, see this brocade kind of textile works, and I'm just going to go through and grab a few things, and I'm thinking I'm just going to create a triangle-ish background. This is where my brain is kind of going. Now, I've also grabbed out a heap of embossing folders. So I grabbed out the brick. I grabbed out the, I can never think of what this one's called. I know this one's called Tasteful Textures. We've got the gesso one because I never remember the name of this one, but this is like this spackle gessoed oil paint background. I also grabbed out these two babies. Probably these are a pair, probably not for the polka dots, but I did grab the checkers, and it's like a checkerboard. Some are embossed and some are debossed, which is a bit cool. So I grabbed out that because I was thinking if I going texture, you can never go wrong with a teenager. It is brocade. I'm so glad it's brocade. It is. And it can go masculine and feminine. I'm just looking at textures, and I also grabbed out denim ribbon. So that's all in my little box, and my little brain is kind of, see, I think that side picks up more of the blue, and that's a nice neutral. You can kind of see where I'm going here. Maybe I can get a smaller triangle out of that piece. Just having a looky-see. Oh, look, now that's a better size. If I try and use up all my little scraps, and I know I've got this brocade in that one. So I've got two there, and which one's that one? No, not using that one. I don't like that. That's more of a grey granite brocade, which I don't think is particularly going to work. Okay, so we have this piece, but we have this big piece here. I have this. So you can kind of see where I'm going. I'm just grabbing out, because these are designed to go together as such, but I just want to go down even further and grab some things. Just probably, what have I got? I've got 4 patterns now, and I'm just going to double check. I don't really want to go wood, but I don't want to use the knit either. So check that out. Check that out. I don't know about this blue tile, like it's interesting, but I'm just not sure about it. And this is where I look at things and see how they work together. So you can see everything here is quite patterned, and this, well, it's not patterned, but this is very patterned. And I just think it fights against everything I've got here. So whilst it's the right colour, it's not going to work. So I was probably up to about there. And I really, really don't think the bricks are going to work either. And this one is very, very similar to the brocade that we chose. There's a slate floor, which I happen to have a very similar slate floor. Mine's just darker. I love that wood grain. That one is the best. This one, once again, whilst they go very well together, when I add in those other patterns, this one just goes, whoa, and I'd prefer to use my white on the sentiment. No, it's horrible things like Assassin's Creed and killing games. So, yeah, no. Yes, metallic accent would work as well, Bev. Yes. Yes, that is actually a very good point. But I'm just kind of going to go. So we've used this. We're not going to use bloom when you're planted. So I'll just put that off to the side until I can get to where I need to go. Yes, a metallic, perfect, good suggestion. So I would probably go for a bit of a bronzy bronze. So kind of this here, and even using these brush metallic dots may be the way, because the gold is too bright. I don't think silver will be too bright as well, the copper too bright, but this bronze may just work. So I'll pop these out, Bev, pop them in my basket, and we shall see how we go. Now, at this point, with all this rabbiting on, I do need to have a piece. Yeah, yucky type games. That's exactly right. But the thing I do like about them is that they do have a narrative to them. Oh, thanks, Bev. Those games, they do have a narrative to them. So it's not like something like Fortnite that you just go in and kill everyone. The games that he does like do have a story and a narrative attached. So in that respect, I can't complain. Because there is a story and reasoning behind things. Okay. So we ended up with 4 patterns, which I can totally live with. I feel like I need a whole nother table, but I'm going to bring up my other chair, which has my order on it, and I haven't even opened it yet because it requires more storage than what I have, because I may have gone a little crazy at the end of last month. I'm so glad you love hearing my thought process, because sometimes my thought process scares me a little. Now, all these colours, this is where I'm going to consult my annual catalogue, only because I've got them sitting here. I've just been writing out the supply list for my class on the weekend. And I always like writing the page that products are on. So then if my attendees would like to purchase them, they can go to those pages. So, basic grey, early espresso, grey granite, night of navy. See, I'm not saying night of navy. I'm thinking I may go misty moonlight. So and I don't even know that I will use it yet, but I just want to have like a card size piece so I can start laying some things out. I don't think, look, it works really well with that one, but it doesn't really work with the brocade. But that's okay. Tell me if you think it works with the brocade or not. It's interesting when you go, yeah, that'll work with that, even though it's a shade of night of navy. I think it goes really, really well with that. So let me grab my boom folder. Yes, the DSP is stunning, and it's so basic that it goes with. Even though I'm using the whole suite together, I could grab one of these papers and put them with so many of our designer series papers. That sounds a bit redundant saying it that way. And they would work in beautifully with all the other different packs of DSP. Okay, so let's pop this open. And this is where I want to kind of start. Oh, look at that. That is the, ooh, but I kind of would like to maybe put, and I suppose what I'm kind of looking at emulating, which is a bit weird, because this card that I made recently that I blogged the other day uses random triangles in it. Well, triangles and rhombuses and all different kinds of shapes, but there are a lot of triangles in there. So I suppose I'm looking for that crazy kind of pattern. Now that big one is just too big. Now I am more than happy for there to be like space, as in keeping this without anything, because that might be a good space to put his name, like. So I am just playing with these placements, and I'll pop this here just so you can kind of see where I'm going. So I've got 3, that works well. And then, because I could put like one there, or I'm thinking one across here. And I think, see, that's the thing, I want to kind of keep some straight. So see, I'm kind of, that shape ain't gonna work, or that triangle shape. Thinking one of these ones might. So you'll be all pleased to know, because lockdown is lifted, that means I have many appointments coming up for my hair, for my nails, for a haircut and a hair colour with separate people, because my hairdresser at the moment can't work because she is not vaccinated. So I have to wait a very long time. Oh my lordy do. They're not working. I have to wait a very long time to get a haircut. Look at that. That fits in nicely. So just in puzzle pieces, I'm liking all of this. And then I think like the name Owen might go nicely like down the side there. Keep it a portrait card, but just have Owen down there, because I like personalizing my kids' cards. Lavender only got the name because we were using such an amazing piece of designer series paper. I really truly didn't want to cover it up. So this is where we choose patterns. So because this one is the busiest, I'm kind of thinking I may want this one the smallest, but then I may match that one in another colour. I'm just also seeing with this one, well, that one I can get a decent one. But do I want these two together? And I probably don't. So I may make this one the big one. And then I'll do that one. And then I'll do that one. Okay, all decided. I hope everyone's happy with where I'm going because I'm not changing my mind. Hey Barbara, hey Shannon, hey Peggy. Oh, you love that background, good. The triangles are from Stitched Triangles. They are in the annual catalogue. Hello, Miss Alicia. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Another set you might need. Oh, thank you, Bev. Sorry, you girls all knew I was concentrating. Thank you so much for helping each other out. I truly appreciate my little community I have here. You guys are pretty amazing. Just in case you didn't know, you guys are amazing. Okay, just because I've got a couple of big bits of paper, I am going to use my big machine. And I'm just going to pop a silicone mat underneath it so it doesn't move so much. Now, I have upgraded my top plate to be my bottom plate, and I actually had to throw out my clear bottom plate. Now, how do you know when to, and it's, I think I can still actually grab it in my bin. So I will show you how worn, so that's how worn and cut into my clear plate was. Now, when I was embossing, when I was die cutting, I was getting the texture of all these cut marks in my paper. That's how I know it's time to turn my top plate into my bottom plate. So this has served me very, very well. And you can order new plates in pairs, and I just get one new one out at a time. And I have relegated this one to say goodbye to. So just a little tip there. So now, well, I have done a fair bit of cutting on the weekend, as you can see, and this one is already quite cut up, but it kind of looked imprinted. These are imprints from the tops of the dies. That's what my top plate looks like. But I did a lot of die cutting on the weekend. I did a lot. Okay, so because I don't necessarily want to cut down all these bits, but what on these tile bits, I do kind of want to make sure I'm getting the pattern straight. So just sandwich that. Oh no, I didn't put in my damn. I didn't put in my die cutting plate because I was embossing on it last, obviously. Okay, so now we need to reline everything up. So the kids aren't back at school yet, even though we're out of lockdown. Well, we're kind of out of lockdown. Your plates look like that. Well, maybe it's time. Hello, Deborah. Deborah, welcome back to the stamping world. I saw your project this morning. It is beautiful, and welcome back to stamping. So good to hear when my peeps have to take a break for various reasons and come back to stamping. Makes my heart all squishy and happy. Okay, so I'm just lining these up. I have tiles very, very, very similar to this in my toilet and my bathroom. They are within a whole lot of other tiles, like random tiles, but when I saw this, I went, oh my God, that's my bathroom. It's quite funny. I think I want the lighter side. That's a good thing. You've kind of got different textures and colours, pardon my frog, to play with. So I'm just going to go for this lighter texture. I think I'm roughly straight there. even though they're going to be sitting at jaunty angles, I do want the paper to be straight. And thank you, thighs. I just caught that die. Okay, pop this paper. Oh, I should yell out for a cup of tea, shouldn't I? Hey, Joy, long time no see. Feels like it's been a while since you've caught me live. Welcome, welcome. Now, this one, I don't care if it's straight or not, because this is quite, just thinking, I kind of want to encompass a lot of that dark, and I'm just thinking the best way to do that. Kind of, no, kind of like it there, because then I get more different texture in there as well. Okay, through we go. I do love my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines, and then I will need to just very quickly just check the size of this on my grid paper. So if I cut a 7cm strip, we should be fine. Approximately there. Paper can go off to the side. So if I do have bigger pieces, I do like to cut them down to the approximate size that I need. So then I've got less wastage and I've got more scrap to play with. So whilst being straight isn't as important on this one, I do kind of want to be, yeah, that'll do. No, it won't, because it just moved. I know why, because I need to turn over the bottom plate. That's another good tip about your plate management, is make sure you're flipping your plates regularly, and when you are die cutting, make sure your dies are in all different spots. When I showed you my old well-used die, I had used all the edges, where this one I haven't so far. So this is a bit bowed, so you can see already that's a bit bowed. So I'll now turn it over and use it this way, and I'll flip it round, and I find that helps them not being super uber bowed. I've seen people's that are like a banana chair and they're like fully bowed, and I'm there going, oh my god. But yeah, I just tend to be able to have good management. Like even this one that I threw out, it's pretty straight, which I'm happy with. It makes your heart squishy also. Oh, you're funny, Deb. Okay. Now, if I ever miss anyone's comments, can you make sure you write it like in caps or something? If you really, really need me to read it. If not, I'll read it later. Or hopefully someone else will answer you. Okay. So. Good, not missing any other comments. Now, I'm thinking I like this one, but I feel like it needs something on it. Like, I don't know. It feels like that one needs a mat or something. Tell me what you think of the top one, because whilst I like it, I don't like it at the same time. Okay, I'm liking that. I am really, really liking that. But this one is kind of doing my head in. And do you know what? It's the biggest die. So I can't go any bigger unless I go freehand. Yes, it does, Bev. No, the new machine does not require a lot of force, Deb. And you know what my hands are like. And I have no issues with that at all. So I'm thinking maybe if I put like Owen's name in there, that might brighten that one up, because these seem quite bright, where that one is quite dark. Yes, it is. So I'm thinking if I put Owen's name on there, that will work. Okay, so don't need any more of these, so I'm going to put them away. But I do really love this cutout one, and I do wonder, I just dropped it on the floor. Of course it went all the way to the wall. Right. I've moved it, but I can't pick it up. And would you believe me if I said it's covered in Louisa's dog hair? Because she is mega molting at the moment. Now, what I could do here is do a little cutout. Do you know what? I'm just going to throw it through the machine and see what I think. Now, I do happen to have a piece of tape. I'm just going to see what it looks like. It's only paper, right? I could, yes. I was thinking a freehand mat as well. Can someone from a different country join you? Unfortunately, Alicia, no. I wish you could, but unfortunately not. I do have something in the works that I can't divulge quite yet, where people from other countries can support me, but it's not quite approved yet, so I kind of have to keep it under wraps. But there is something, because I know a lot of you girls from other countries do really want to support me, and at the moment you can't, because we can't sell outside. So you can see all those little cutouts. We can't sell outside of our borders, nor have anyone sign up from outside of our country borders. Hello, Miss Candy. So yeah, but there is something in the works. I'm just waiting for the go ahead that I'm okay to promote it. And I'll get back to you. But no, I can probably recommend you someone in the US, Alicia. I think this tape, even though I've used it before, is going to rip up my paper. Like, this has been used before, so it has actually lost its stick. So if you pull it back on itself, so this is just like painter's tape. I'm thinking if I keep pulling in this direction. Oh, I've lost the tinsiest bit of cardstock, but we'll call that texture, hey? So you can see we've got this really cool cutout, which I love. See, the original one I wanted to use, I am using. So this particular piece was, oh, damn, did it rip all the way through? Do you know what? I'm just going to keep ripping and just create a bit of texture there on the edge. Because look, if I show you close up, you can see it, but I'm also going to grab an eraser and see if I can't smooth it out just a titch. Not the sand eraser, just the normal white rubber eraser. It helps if I go the opposite way. Oh, that did smooth it out just a little bit. Look, it's still there, but I've got rid of the bits, and I can always back this piece with something as well, but it's just a cool cutout. Okay. I just thought of something. What I want to do, I just thought of it. What I want to do is cut the smaller triangle of this in vellum. Sold, done, 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 done. Use a heat gun. When am I going to use a heat gun? I could use a heat gun, but it had already started ripping. It's not exactly straight, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to cover this with a bit of vellum, and we love it, and we love the brocade, but we just think it's a little dark, and vellum's our friend. I know lots of people are scared of vellum, but vellum does. Yes. Is that the next one down? Vellum does amazing, amazing things. No, that's the next one down. So there you go. We went 2 down, but I really only want 1 down, and I have no idea what is going on with this frog in my throat today. So let's have a look at my vellum scraps, because I did use vellum not all that long ago. No, that's a bit too narrow. But I spy a piece. Let me just check. That's exactly the same. It's okay. I spy a piece that I can use. But vellum is great for toning down and lightening colours. And I'm just going to, because it fits, I'm going to use my mini. No, Donna. Okay. Now, I think it's next Thursday. One of the Thursdays coming up, and it may even, no, it is this Thursday. This Thursday's video is going to go on about half an hour earlier than normal, because Owen has a thing on his arm and I need a doctor to look at it. So the only doctor's appointment time that we could get that worked with school was kind of right around our timing. Okay, that's all good. Okay. So we're getting all this beautiful, stunning, stitched detail. And I do kind of put things, I haven't got the room to kind of leave things on my desk, which is why I've now got out this die cut machine like 4 times. Ah, yes. And I think I'll still put Owen's name on here. But let's lay this all out again and see what you guys think. And also putting something behind that cutout. Do you know what I really want to do? I want to close this card. So I'm just going to use a tinsiest tints of our Stampin' seal, but then I want to kind of pop my finger on it to make it less sticky. But now my card closes. My God, that makes me happier. Right, now I can lay this out properly without the card being half open. Now that vellum piece I did just accidentally, it's upside down. The stitching doesn't look right. But look at that, that just works ever so perfectly. Just using the random shapes. See, I'm looking good. Looking good. So what I think I'm going to have to do is adhere my top and bottom pieces and then adhere the middle piece from there, kind of thing. So I kind of like that this then comes in on a bit of a jaunty angle. And then that one nestles in right there. So I think this one at the top is really, really, really calling for the name. While I put these dies away, I'll let you tell me what you think. Oh yes, a strip of vellum. Yeah, well, I think whatever I do Owen's name in is what I'll put behind the cutout. But yes, I do agree the cutout needs some standing on the card. And then maybe even the number like down here. That one, this one goes here, that's fine. Nice, thanks to Linda. Yeah. Let me slide, because I can slide this vellum, even though I've probably got a better sized piece. So that's what the vellum looks under there, Lisa. Okay. And now I'm going to get out my Playful Alphabet. Oh, sorry, yes, Playful Alphabet dies. Do it in metallic. Yes, okay, do it in metallic. So we've poo-pooed that idea. But what metallic I think I'm going to use is going to require me, because remember, we've got this nice dark, and I want to grab out our brushed metallic sheets. Hold on. You might see you guys a bit here because I just, yes, brushed metallic sheets. So these have carried over from last holiday catalogue into this holiday catalogue, and we do have like 3 different colours of metallics. And what I'm thinking is like this darker one, which is a bit more of a copper, and these are all my scraps. So that's what I'm thinking, like bringing that brown tone that's in there, and then take this piece of vellum away and God no. Oh, hang on, I'll pick it up because it's under my wheels. I don't want to ruin a perfectly good piece of vellum. So that's what that would look like. Or do I do more the gold tone? I'm really thinking this coppery tone is going to work perfectly, and that may just be enough to get Owen's name out. We're going with this. Going with this. Love it, love it, love it. Hello, Miss Glenda. Yeah, and really, even though we're talking about a teenager here, any age for this. And then I can, even though these ones don't totally go, they do tone in quite nicely. Okay, so let's find all the letters. I just thought of something else I'm going to show you. So this is a 0 and this is an O. Okay, just so you know. And I did keep the original backer sheet for this because it has all the cutouts on it. That is an M. So where is the W? Because that is definitely not a W. E N. Maybe that is a W. No, that's a W. Found it. Come off. I know I've got this off before. This is why I don't like these backing sheets, because the stickers are like really, really sticky. The sticky strips. But I love that this tells me exactly where things need to go. Okay, just so we don't lose any other bits, I'm going to pop this away, pop these off to the side, and I'm going to grab down my foam adhesive sheets because I'm going to make not only our letters glittery, I'm going to make them foamy too. Okay, so this is just our normal foam adhesive that isn't cut. Okay, so it's not cut already, it's just solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on here. I'm just going to pop this over. I'm just going to cut the amount that I need. So you can see here, I can see where my metallic sheet is. I'm just going to cut along those edges. So then I've got all of this other foam to use. So there you go, one foamed piece of metallic sheet. It's so easy, it's silly. It's one of the great finds, if you haven't already found it, in the annual catalogue. Okay, so I will keep this piece for here, but I'll just pop all that off to the side. Okay, scissors closed, they can go off to the side. My letters can come over here, my mini machine can come back with the plates. So mini machine, big machine does not make a difference for cutting. Okay, so I'm going to pop this here, pop our letters in. No, oh, this has a grain to it. Am I going to be pedantic? I may have no choice because it's brushed. It has either a vertical or a horizontal grain to it. So I've got this one, just spelled differently. Hello, Maria. Okay, so what am I putting in the middle, Corinne? Oh, what am I putting in the middle? Hello, Ingrid. Thank you. Okay, and then this is a titch harder, Deborah, only because you've got foam and I haven't got my silicone mat under here. I find with the mini machine you need to use more rotations than the big machine. The big machine is a little easier on my hand for that reasoning. Okay, sheet back. This card, you better like this card for all the effort we're putting in, hey? Okay, 1W. I find if I put them straight back, I don't have any lost letters, no lost friends. And I don't know if I'm going to do a 16 yet. We shall just have to wait and see what I think. But a 16 might also look really, really nice. And the E, and everything's back. I'm just going to leave those there for just a titch, and then I'm going to put them directly onto that piece of vellum. I am going to now keep this mini machine exactly like this and just pop it on the floor. So I have a feeling I'm going to need it again. This is probably the most inefficient part of my crafting, but I can live with it. So I can live with the way this works. So we've got this piece. I just need my bit of rubbish. So this does have a backing on it, so it's not sticky. And the O just wants to roll around and have some fun. So I am kind of following a straight line. Kind of do want it much closer to the edge because I don't mind if it goes over the edge because we're putting it on the larger piece. So going over the edge is totally fine. So you can see just with one pass how easily these just pop out. The backing stayed in there, but I'm fine with that. One less thing I have to do. So Owen's decided we're not going to go to a restaurant. We are just going to have pizza and New York style cheesecake at home. So this afternoon I have a bit of a voucher to go to the cheesecake shop, which is different to your cheesecake factory or restaurant. It's literally a shop that sells cheesecakes. So we are going to pop there this afternoon and grab one And then the nice thing, as opposed to Lavender's birthday a few months ago, we can have up to 10 people in our home that are fully vaccinated. So there you go. That is the name down. Now that seriously is the easiest way to glue them down. Or you use an adhesive sheet. So you'd stick the piece of paper, whatever it is, to the adhesive sheet and do exactly the same thing. It's just I wanted the dimension of the foam adhesive sheets. Yes, yummy, yummy. Oh, awesome, Sylvia. And that's right, there always is the replay, Sylvia. You're exactly correct. Okay, so we're finally getting to some assembling here. Now I'm breaking my own cardinal rule here of not using wet glue on vellum. But these are way too intricate to do anything else. So, my glue is not going to play nice today, I don't think. No. Okay, lucky I have a glue pin exactly for this purpose. And then I've just got to work out what type of fruit Owen might like to go. The goober is right on the end of the pin. I knew it was right at the top. Then, like, whether strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, I don't know what Owen would like. So I'm putting on little micro dots, like I'm not even squeezing this, barely. Okay, so I might just put a few more dots on the O. There we go. And then I've still got a sentiment for the inside, which is going to be, I think, because I like to put personalised messages in cards, especially my children's cards, I think it's just going to be the one from Happiest Birthdays. Okay, so I'm really, why is it's stuck because of the N. I should have done this on a, come on, there you go. So that is one flag done. And then I'm going to glue this directly to this card because this is our starting flag. It is the one that everything else is going to be angled off. So this is quite important that we get this placement. And then I said I wanted to get the bottom try, although I don't think I do, because when I laid it out, I don't know. I think once I get this one down, I can play with the other bits. See, that works so much better with that background. Now I've got the vellum, and that I've got the metallic on top of it. Yeah, I definitely want to adhere this one. Then I'll put the one in the middle, because then I can get nice even spacing of the one in the middle. If I put on the one in the middle first, I then may not have as even of spacing as what I would like. So this one I can wiggle into place. So what I'm mimicking is like the corner, and then, come on you, I'm going to call it many names. Right, thank you. That's better. So I wanted to mimic kind of that edge. Now I will just have to add a dot of glue right there. There we go. That will stay down, and then I can nestle this one into here and get more evenness. Now look, these angles don't match, but I can make it work. That's the thing with triangles, you've got to get the angles, but this won't match, but we'll close enough. And once again, going in on that line, we'll have to use my adhesive eraser there eventually. And then this baby just nestles in there quite nicely. So that's our basic pattern. Then I do have to, you know what, those pieces are totally different. I am going to have to go back in my scraps, which I now no longer, oh no, they're just up there, and have to grab the right colour because that's the gold. That's the goldy one, which isn't particularly going to work. So I'm just kind of, so there we go. I'm definitely going to have to put a gem up there with a glue dot behind it because this bit's just lifting up, but that's fine. That's what embellishing is for, to fix those things. Now that one is the right colour. Put the gold away because we don't need that. And if I cut this here right along that fault, that should work perfectly. They can get their learner's permit at age 16. Unfortunately, Owen can't go for his learner's permit for some medical conditions that he can't medicate. He's epileptic, and we can't medicate his epilepsy. He has terrible side effects. Will the mat keep it? Yes, the silicone mat, Deb, does help the machine from slipping. I will show you here. It does have silicone feet on it, but my silicone feet are always dusty. Oh look, I found a little bit of paper on the back. That can go in the rubbish. Yes, and I just find it just heaps easier putting the machine on the silicone mat because I always have a silicone mat on my desk. Learner's permit 16, waste not, want not, looks good. Okay, awesome. I'm glad everyone's all in agreement. Now, I just need to grab my adhesive eraser, because if we're going to stamp in here, I don't want that bit of adhesive there. And what I'm going to do here, I'm breaking my rules all over the shop here by just using little teeny dabs of glue. Now I know this piece is going to be way too big, but it's just enough. Now I'm happy for this to show in the middle. I don't really care. Oops. I don't really care that this shows in the middle, but I love that look. That look is amazing. Okay, so that is secured down. I am thinking I'm going to put, while it's annoying the crapola out of me, going to grab my take your pick tool and just about there. Then I'm going to put a little one here. So that's a cluster of 2. And then I'm going to get my mini glue dot. Save the it could be a flower center. Yes, it could. That is very, very true. So glue dot on my scissors and pop it and look, no one knows that there's a glue dot onto there. Look, they don't match perfectly, but they do tone in nicely, and I don't mind a mixed metallic at all. I've got a bit of glue here. I am kind of thinking I need something here at the bottom, and I am thinking a 16 is going to work really, really well. And I think I just need to do it now. 3, 2, 8, 5, 6, and then if anyone can find the one, because it is a proper one, I know you can't yell it out and help me, but oh, that's 6. We even have like omega, have equal sign, and there's the 1. And there's the 1. Now, I may be able to use this piece that we'd already used. Let's see. Yeah, we can absolutely use this piece. Now, this piece is a bit beaten up because it does get burnished with the etchings already in the plates. You can put a piece of scrap paper over the top to reduce that. I wasn't particularly worried because the pressure of me putting these in will reform that and hopefully take most of those out. So I was just placing my hand on there just to stop the extra movement. I wasn't like holding on, I just kind of placed my hand on top. Okay, so they cut out well. I am very confident closing up my machine now. I say that, no, I can't see us using it again. My God, this card's been a journey, hasn't it? Thank you for sticking with me today. So I'll show you, before I take these out, I will show you, even though that brushed foil was bruised, it has reformed beautifully. Okay. Everything is back in its home, back in its place. No, that's the brushed ones. I need my big one. Okay, 2 die sets, 0 stamp sets, 1 pack of paper. Really minimal supplies, but it's an intricate card. Okay, so hopefully I can tilt that in the light so you can see that this part is all burnished, but these ones that were all bruised are now uber smooth because of the pressure of the die. Okay, And this 6 would, the middle of this 6 would also make an amazing flower center as well. So I'm not going to add this to anything. I'm just going to place it here. I really just think it can live here all by itself. I don't think it needs anything extra. I would love this to come out. Right, there we go. Now it's stuck to my other finger. Right, use my handy dandy utility scissors. Come on, there we go. And then I just want to place the 6 right there. I could have put it on vellum, but I think that looks great exactly how it is. And really, to get a name and numbers out of, what is it? It's just over 9 centimeters by just under 4 centimeters. So that isn't much, but you get quite a lot out of it. And I could get a couple more skinny numbers or question marks and stuff like that. Yes, 16-year-olds deserve it. So I've got 2 up here. I'm just embellishments. Do I need? I wouldn't mind. Now I can just play. I wouldn't mind, because then that draws your eye all the way down. I always use more small ones than big ones. And I want to use 3 down here. And I'm once again creating a triangle. So it's kind of, although swap to my spatula end, and I will pick this all up in one. No, I won't. I adhere it down quite well. Yes. Okay. Kind of like it popping onto the paper. It just creates a nice relationship. That's better. Much, much, much better. Now, I am going to grab a piece of Whisper White that is a card front size. Don't worry, I don't need to cut any of this paper because it is here if I can put my fingers on it. So my insert and my stamp, and then I'm just going to, so I want to put this further up so then I've got more writing room, because I'd like to write a lovely message to my Owen. Got it. Are those magnetic plates for the dies? Yes, they are magnetic plates, Alicia. They are art bin. So they are pretty much the only, one of the only non-Stampin' Up things I use, other than my big orange scissors. So it's your day, enjoy it. Shame there's school and work. So I'll show you close up. I got that fairly straight. You can see that texture script in it, but it stamps beautifully. I didn't rub my hand over that or anything. It was a journey, wasn't it, Cindy? But special people deserve special cards. And know that if you get a birthday card from me, I have chosen out of all my available cards at that stage a special card just for you. So even though the cards that I make aren't necessarily earmarked for anyone, when I choose your birthday card, I choose it because it reminds me of you, or I think you'll love it, or it's one of my favourites. All of that reasoning is why you receive that card. And then just look, I did the inside of an envelope, guys, and unfortunately, well, Owen is going to get a box filled with his presents because he's getting lots of things in like small, well, medium-ish boxes. So it's all in a box. So there'll be no fancy wrapping, but there will be a fancy card. So let's go through what I've used. Oh my God. So we used one out of the 3 stamp sets that I had out. So we've used the Happiest Birthday stamp set. We have used the Brush Metallic Adhesive Back Dots. We used Stitched Triangles, Playful Alphabet. We used the Foam Adhesive Sheets, and we used the In Good Taste paper. I don't think I missed anything. And we, of course, we used some vellum. Of course we use some vellum, but that's what we've used today. So just the peak on the inside, and that is what we have used. Thank you. Okay, these covers me and Jamie made using just sheet protectors and a fuse tool. So we made these, but the actual sheets come in that shape and they do go with the art bin storage system. So that, how did I knock myself? Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Helen. You know I like a good bespoke card. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. So yes, Thursday I will probably be on half an hour earlier, and it may even be an unboxing video. I don't know. I don't know when my packages are coming. I've got a range of dates, but I don't know until the morning they're meant to arrive that they're arriving. Thank you, Sylvia. If you want any of these, the dies, stamp set, any of those things, except for the sheets. I don't sell the magnetic sheets. But if you did want to purchase any of these products, please head to my online store or drop me a message and I will be more than happy to help you. So thank you. I'll be back on Thursday, 11:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time, because now we have a different time to the rest of Australia because we're on daylight saving. Yes, it's his birthday tomorrow, so it'll be a good day. I will. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Linda. I do appreciate you all. Thank you for help with this journey because I had no idea. I did say, David, I know what I'm doing on today's video. I have to make a birthday card. I hope he will love it. Yes. Just using textures and colours, and I knew he liked blue, so that was kind of the basis of where I went as such. But yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an amazing couple of days, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.